going on, guys? Welcome back to the next video. And as you can see right here, we have parts. Got a few more parts inside the house, like the turbo, clutch. I still have some more parts on the way. Today we're going to be doing the balance shaft delete on the F23 that's sitting over here. I did add a little extra space here to kind of give me a little bit more room here. Getting a little cramped in here. So yeah, we got the balance shaft delete here. This is a precision wastegate that I got off, I think it's a 46mm. I got it out of a deal. I got two Mazda speed engines and a big turbo with a BNRS5, and this came with it too. The pipe's not the greatest, but it'll work. We got our gasket for the intake. I got some vacuum line here. Here's my, sorry, not intake, exhaust manifold. Here's my exhaust manifold I got, just the log one. I'm debating on, so I got this adapter for this, and I'm debating on if I put my wastegate up here or I have a block off plate. I think it's in here somewhere. Somewhere around here. There's a block off plate I can put on top of this, and then out here somewhere, I can't remember where I set it, got parts kind of everywhere. There's a little bit of an extender type thing for manifold. It's T3 to T3, and then it has a wastegate port on there. So I'm thinking about putting my wastegate on that so it's not sitting on top, put it on that so I can have my exhaust, because I want my exhaust, I'm not going to hood dump this car, I want my exhaust to go down. We'll see if we can get that to work, go down. I gotta remove this, we don't need that no more, but we may have to do some stuff here to get it go down, may not, just depends. But I kind of want to get it down so it goes right through here and just kind of goes out the ground. I just don't want to cut up a good, Prelude hood. I do have another one, so I mean, it's not the end of the world. If I have to hood dump it, I'll hood dump it, and we'll have a hood dump Prelude to drive around. But for the time being, I kind of want to put it down here, so we'll have to mess around, see what we can get. But hopefully this weekend we can get this inside of here. I also had this sandwich adapter plate. This nut right here, that's my cat Lynx, sorry, distraction. This threaded thing with the nut here is a 25 millimeter. I had to go to Home Depot and I got a Husky one that works on this, so I put this on there. I have the port coming downwards. I may adjust and change it, to this orientation so it can kind of shoot out and go around, but I kind of wanted to go down and kind of sneak up and around, because that cord is a little long. It's sitting, I have two of them, but sitting right here, they're kind of a little long. So yeah, we'll see what I want to do, what will make the most sense with it. I believe the adapters I need to get are still in that turbo, so I might be pulling those off today. Another little update here is I was able to find a 1992 Honda Accord with F23A6 with this mount. This is a pain to find. Found it, we got it, we're good. And we got the distributor here too. I found one that's an internal coil. It is a 7-pin 2-pin. I'm gonna have to cut off this connector right here, that pin, and I'm gonna have to take, this is the H22A4 distributor here, and we're gonna have to cut this. I'm gonna cut these wires down far enough, probably down here at this little Y intersection, and we're gonna have to splice that into that, and there's gonna be like 3 wires we're not gonna use, so we'll have to cap off all 3 of those wires. And from everything I researched, that should work. That should give us the power to the distributor, all the stuff we need. There is a cord on here, a plug on here, I believe it's this one right here, plugs into this right here, and this is for our TDC and CYP, and then this stuff has the CDK, I believe it is. It could be vice versa. The CDK is up in here for your cams, and only has 2 teeth compared to this that has, I'm not sure how many teeth, way more teeth. So when you're doing tuning and stuff, the timing is going to be more accurate with that. So yeah, but thankfully I was able to find this. All 3 bolts line up on it. The 4th one doesn't, which is fine. We don't need it, we just need 3. Alternatively, what you can do here is you can take an H22A4 mount here. I ground this down enough to clear the cams, and this I believe it's these 2 holes right here these two will line up, but this one doesn't. It's about halfway, so it's like halfway through this, the threads are showing, so you have to like drill this out a little bit and then fill this in with the welder. So that is an option if you need something, if you can't find it and you have an H series one. Same with the H23A1 bracket, they're both the exact same. The reason I kind of did this one up is because I have another one right there and I don't know what I'm doing with the H22A4 head yet, so that's sitting in the shed here. So yeah, you have those options. F23, this is the F23A1 bracket here. As you can see, it is way shorter compared to it. It's more narrow, it doesn't come out as long, so you can see the difference in it. That's why we need this one. The reason we need this one is because I have 1320 mounts, and this should hopefully mount up. From all the research I did, that's what everyone said to do, so we'll see when we get there. Just found the mount here, did a little testing to see if it fits, and it does. So we should be good. This needs to bolt up to that right there, and we should be able to get the motor in this weekend. I'm not sure about getting it running or not. I only have time on the weekends to work on this thing, so I'm hoping maybe, but I'm gonna have to go through everything to get this all bolted in, splicing the distributor, all that fun stuff, so we'll see. All right, so this is the oil drain line that came off the H23A1. It was boosted and everything. The oil pan is right here for it. It is kind of heavy. It's got extra plate welded on the bottom here. It has some type of like gasket on here, and it was all broken through here on it, so I don't feel comfortable running this. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna clean up the F23A1 oil pan. I'm gonna use I got a drill here with the wire brush and everything. Just gonna use it to wire off all the sealant stuff on here. I have some ultra copper, so we're gonna use that to seal this oil pan back on. But before doing so, I'm gonna take this, and I mean, it's probably not the greatest way. I know it worked before for H23, I had no leaks. I also had a 95 Accord that I boosted, did the same thing on it. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna thread it in. I may try to clean all this up off of it, use the wire wheel just to get all this, JB weld, get it all the way off so I can thread this all the way down. I'm gonna put copper gasket all the way around here and probably over these threads, and then when I get it threaded in all the way, I'm gonna come on the back side of here. I'm gonna put some more of that copper gasket stuff in here. That way it keeps it sealed and everything, and we should be good. There should be no leaks. I'm gonna drill it up high enough so it can leak down in. Won't have any back feed of oil and everything into it. So, but yeah, let's get into doing this and get this cleaned up and going. All right, got that all done. It's all nice and clean now. As you can see, get it going there. As you can see, threads right in. Nice and tight. That's how you want it, like that. See, comes in on the other side like that. So what I may do right now is I may just stop, put some of the copper gasket sealer around and threads, and then just finish screwing all the way through and get it all buttoned up here. Alright, take my glove and smear it around. Okay, we're just gonna screw this in as far as we can get it to go. Seems like we're not bottoming out, but we are getting on the thing here. So let's see about using these. probably do one more turn so I have this facing upwards for the oil drain. There we go. And then we're just going to take some of this copper gasket maker stuff and put it on the inside here. Just wipe your finger all around in it. I'm going to try to get it on here so it's on there, and now we're good. If this leaks, then now we'll know that to not do that. And later on, I plan on either getting another oil pen or using this one. If I can find someone that can weld it up for me, I'm gonna order some of the bungs and stuff off of Max Peeling Rods, and we'll have it welded so it'll be more proper setup. But yeah, got it in there. Just got some all over the place. Might get in here and clean it up on the inside a little bit, and we should be good. Somewhere around here. Just like that. Got these all out. I usually like to get like a red cloth or something, set these on since they have oil and stuff on them. Which I have one sitting right here. Just to kind of keep them from getting gunk up in them and everything, because if you put them back down in, you know, you don't want to mess up the threads. I don't know where my big pry bar is. I need to go pick up some more. I got this little tiny one right here. This should work. Hopefully. You know, I grabbed a pair of gloves and I forgot to grab them and put them on. Oh, cool. These all came off perfectly. So now as you see, we have these right here, and the ones we have to take out. So you have to get, I see some people use vice grips. You can try using channel locks, things like that. I believe it's this one over here, and then this one right here. I believe. I'm gonna double check on this stuff before I actually do it, just to make sure we don't mess things up, and then I will film it, show you guys how it's done. Okay, so we're gonna be pulling this off, and this one off, and it's gonna go down in this one here, down this one here, and then there's gonna be one more that goes into here. So we gotta get these off. So I'm gonna try to use a pry bar here to try to get it off if I can. Not, we're gonna try to loosen it up a little bit. Careful not to hit your dowel pins in there. Do not want to damage those. There we go, starting to come. There we go, perfect. So yeah, as you can see, make sure you get the right ones back to them. So when you get into here, you're gonna come in here and you're gonna squeeze this off and get that out, and that's where you put one of your dowel pins in here. You're gonna get this one off, you're gonna do the same thing, and over here too. So let's try to get this one off here. And I know I got 2 sets of dowel pins in this kit, so I'm hoping the ones I have out are the right ones. We'll find out. May not. It may actually be this one right here, because I believe it's the short stubby fat one that goes over here, and then these 3 go into here. So I think these ones go into some other application, like H22 or H23, those kind of things. Oh my gosh, this one's fighting me. Get it? There we go. Loosened up perfectly. And yeah. So it looks like we're gonna have to put it right here in this one right here. The big fat one right there. We'll just set this one off to the side here. Set this one off to the side here. When you get this one off. Sorry for the wind. I'm sure it's probably not good right now, the audio. So I'm trying to get this done as fast as I can. Good old Utah weather. Oops. Okay, just push that back in. Hey, at least the bottom of that looked pretty good actually. So we're good there. Come on, work with me. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna set this one right here. Don't want to lose that. So now we got to get this off, this one off, this one off. So 1, 2, and 3, and then this one goes up in the bottom here, the big fat one. So we'll take the big fat one here. I don't know if you can hear those chickens kind of going crazy. Should go up into this one here, I believe. Great. Well, at least we got it out. I believe it's that one. This one right here. Yeah, it should be this one here because this goes to some other stuff. Put in later here. Set this one off to the side. Put it here actually. I need to grab these right here will work. So what they say to do is you grab it, you squeeze down on it. Maybe. These are kind of big. Try to shorten these up as possible. I may have another pair under. If not, I got needle nose right here I can try to use. Let's try my needle nose here. See. Alright, took the gloves off, smashed it down the oval shape I needed. And now it is coming out sort of. Be very, very careful not to scratch this too, by the way. Scratch mine a little bit. Hopefully it'll be fine. We'll find out. And this thing does not want to come out. We gotta tighten this down further now. Further on it. See if we get a really good clamp on this now. There we go. And there we go. Now you just gotta do it, you know, 1, 2, and then this one should already go into that, so it should be good there. Got all these other ones in. I was struggling there for a bit, but you kind of just put this on, just tap, 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 and you're good. Everything's seated down now. All these are good across here. Now we're good. So next part we have to move on to is to the engine, and we got to pull the balance shafts out, and we got to put the blockage stuff on to block it out. With these bolts here, what I like to do, what you should do technically, is I hand thread these in first, then I'll take my impact and I'll just kind of zip them all down. Then you get your torque wrench, you go and torque these down to 22 foot-pounds at first, which I already did that kind of on this thing. It doesn't really have it on here, it goes down to 50. I tried going down to 20, didn't hear it click, so I just kind of did the nice snug. Now I'm on 58. The only thing I hate about these Husky ones is this is loosened, this is tightened. Kind of dumb, but I mean, this one's really nice, I like it. So that one's tight. Should have gone from the outside actually, or the inside. That one's tight. Should be fine. I probably got it pretty close on the first try. Yeah. Yeah, I got this pretty tight in the first try. Even though I should have done 22 foot-pounds and then this, but it's fine. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Hopefully. We'll find out. I got the camera kind of charging right now. I don't know how well it's gonna work out. It's a GoPro Hero 8 black, so that's all I got for right now. I do have another camera. It's a Canon EOS RP, but the lens I have is like a really good one for portraits and stuff, not for recording and vlogging. So yeah, but now I need to get these other little bolts on that I took out. Been trying to wear these gloves, but they also kind of get annoying because they get oil all over them and your hands get slippery. And compared to just your bare hands, you know, you just go in the house, put some Dawn dish soap, or I like to use palm olive oil, or not olive oil, palm olive soap, or you can use the soap from Costco, their big jug they have there. That one works great too, and it pretty much gets most of the grease and dirt and grime off your hands. You might still have like a little bit of black spots in here, like I get some trapped here and here. But yeah, you may get some there like that. But we're just gonna take these, we're gonna put them in the, I don't know if I want to do the impact on these since they're kind of smaller bolts. I might do my ratcheting wrench on there, or if I do the impact I might just turn it way down onto the first setting. That way I don't snap one off into here, because that won't be fun. I'd recommend probably doing these by hand with a ratcheting wrench, just to be safe. I don't like being safe, I just like to get it done. So we're just gonna knock it out real quick and get it done. So you can see on this has the different settings on here. So I'm just gonna turn it down to 1. Just like that. I should honestly start from the middle. I don't know why I keep going from the edge, but I do keep going from the edge. This one right here. There it is. I was like, oh crap, I'm missing one. It's hiding underneath some of the tools in there. Should make sure that one's not cross-threaded. That one feels good. And these ones, I believe, honestly, this should be fine. Just nice and snug. Should be okay with them. And now we got this on. Alright guys, well, I kind of made a big mistake. I kind of threw the oil pan back on, the oil pickup and all that stuff. Realized I need to get this off, the oil pump. So I did that. And doing so and getting this off right here, there's a little tiny piece that's on top here. You got to smack it downwards so you can slide it right out. Because there's a washer that holds it in. Right here, this washer. This is the balance shaft. Don't really need this no more. And yeah, trying to get this washer out. There we go. Alright, so we got it out, sitting right in here. I'm going to clean this up in here, clean up some other areas, and then we're going to put on, we have a plate that goes here, and then we have a plug that goes here, and then there's a spacer that goes right here. So I'll get you guys moved over to the table here and we'll get it done. Alright, so we got this over here now. This fitting goes into here. Needs to be pressed in. We're going to try to use the hammer to get it in. This needs to go into here, pressed in. We'll try to get the hammer on this one too. It's in crooked. Okay. That one's in. As we're losing everything off of here, it's fine. Almost done. Might be a little loud. I do apologize. That one's in crooked. Come on. You need to go straight in there. Alright, now we just got to get it smacked in there. Almost all the way in there. Let's see. Lost a bunch of stuff off here. It might be fine. It's all the way in there now. I probably honestly get a press to press it in, but you know, gotta do what I gotta do with what I have. Now I need to find that plate. There it is. So now we got our nice little handy dandy block off plate here, some of that copper stuff on it. Just on, just like that. Now I gotta find the bolts. So this spacer here replaces this right here. This is for your balance shafts. Don't need it no more. This is what this comes in for. So when you put the pulley on, it gives it that space that was given it before. So that's what that's for. That's not it. Okay. Never mind. Gotta mount this back up to the engine and we're good. So this goes on. Well, actually, I forgot. I gotta pull off this other balance shaft on here. Let's see here. That's a 10. out it comes. There we go. Their balance shaft's out now. So extra bolts now for whatever I need it for. Now we can put on the plate wherever I just set that at. Really good at setting something somewhere and not finding it. I think it's right here. Oh, it's right here behind me. I am blind. Okay. Make sure that one goes on right. Oh, I hate doing this. You gotta line these up just right. For it to slide on. It's actually pretty easy that time. Most of the time it's a huge pain to do. Alright, I got the bolts here. The long ones go up here on the top. Am I wrong? I'm wrong. No, I definitely don't go there. These long ones go on the top up here. Should have two of them right here in the corners. These, I believe, actually go into this. Here. And here. So remember, these are 12s and I had to pull those off. And then we got the nut right here for it. And then just gotta put all the bolts around it. And we'll be good to go. And then we can put on the oil pickup and all that stuff. And put on that copper gray, or not copper gray, the copper gasket stuff. And we'll be good. Let's see. Oh, one thing I actually need to put back on here before I forget. It's actually very important, we need this. Are these sensors right here. These need to be on there. Well, it's good to pull them off now, I guess, and get them cleaned up. Get them nice and purty and throw them back on. So if I remember correctly, I believe how did this go? Pretty sure that this one go, I think I want to do this right here. Yeah. Yep, it went in there like that. Come on. It's always the worst when you can't get a bolt to thread in. There we go. That one like that. And then this one went just like that. Right? Think so. I don't know what these are out there for, unless it's for the sensors for the shafts, which actually makes sense because they were really dirty. So I'm going to take this 10 mil. I'm just use it to hand thread this in. I didn't think that was going to thread in for a second there. That one goes in there just like that. There we go. At least I remember this and I get too far ahead of myself and forget, like, oh crap. Like it did with doing the whole delete. Kind of jumped around. I'm just getting a little too excited here. Want to see this car run and drive. Get it going, get it tuned. Tuning's going to be a whole different beast with this thing. Whole big learning curve for me, so. No, that's a 12. Go. Let's turn the big light on here. So we can see. Starting to get dark. Probably gonna be on this tonight, working on it late. Let's see. I believe this will clip in down here on that, like that. There we go. Now it should be all the oil pump on there. Now let's move over to the oil pan, oil pickup, all that stuff, and get that on and turn this motor upside down, and then I'm gonna do the timing on it. Don't know if I'm gonna record it or not because I don't want to have someone follow me and then mess up their timing. You know, I'm gonna probably do my timing a couple different times just to be sure that I'm spot on.